If you can't explain it to a 6-year-old, you don't understand it yourself. Time is heavy sometimes. Imagine how heavy eternity must be. Just because it's fiction doesn't mean it's any less true. Ignorance is the night of the mind, but a night without moon or star. We need to renew ourselves often. Even temples need renovation. Do your work, then step back, the only path to serenity. One must wait until the evening to see how splendid the day has been. The inner fire is the most important thing mankind possesses. If those at your top are weak, your bottom will be rotten. It is more important to be of pure intention than of perfect action. Talent hits a target no one else can hit. Genius hits a target no one else can see. Of all those in the army close to the commander, none is more intimate than the secret agent. It's not the men in your life that matters. It's the life in your men. The scholar does not consider gold and jade to be precious treasures, but loyalty and good faith. Failure is not when you fail once, but when you refuse to learn from your mistake. But every difference of opinion is not a difference of principle. Fes est ab host docere. One should learn even from one's enemies. All paths are present, always, and we can but choose among them. If ignorant both of your enemy and yourself, you are certain to be in peril. We seek the fire of the spark that is already within us. Don't let anyone ever make you feel like you don't deserve what you want. We swallowed the chaos because we knew we didn't want to be ordinary. Stay calm. You've been through this before. You'll get through it again. A man should look for what is and not for what he thinks should be. I should have based my judgment upon deeds and not words. You will never know how high you can climb until you reach the top. Instinct is a makeshift, an admission of helplessness before the problem of reality. He will win who, prepared himself, waits to take the enemy unprepared. Focus on the step in front of you, not the whole staircase. How quick come the reasons for approving what we like. Grace isn't a little prayer you chant before receiving a meal. It's a way to live. At times, even a 90% compatibility rate ends in a breakup. Be careful who you trust. Salt and sugar look the same. A constitution that is made for all nations is made for none. Dream as if you'll live forever. Live as if you'll die today. In business, professionalism is not a tactic but a moral value. Until death itself comes, no calamity need be feared. Everything's a risk. Not doing anything is a risk. It's up to you. Maybe everyone is just waiting for someone else to save them. There's nothing you can't do if you want it bad enough. Never get bitter. Life is a medley of good and bad ingredients. The money you make is a symbol of the value you create. What is of the greatest importance in war is extraordinary speed. One cannot afford to neglect opportunity. A fool despises good counsel, but a wise man takes it to heart. Decide what you want to be, pay the price, and be what you want to be. Life is a full circle, widening until it joins the circle motions of the infinite. If you concentrate on small, manageable steps, you can cross unimaginable distances. Life is an essay you yourself have to write, start to finish. I'm not pretty. I'm not beautiful. I am as radiant as the sun. You cannot open a book without learning something. The truth is, the kindest thing we can give folks in the end. Waiting for changing opinions is like waiting for nothing. So the important thing in a military operation is victory, not persistence. Every ounce of my cynicism is supported by historical precedent. When anger rises, think of the consequences. If water derives lucidity from stillness, how much more the faculties of the mind? Always know the difference between what you're getting and what you deserve. Death is unstoppable. One must face it as a fact of life. Loving yourself is required for authentic relationships. I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. There are not more than 5 primary colors, yet in combination they produce more hues than can ever be seen. Knowledge of the enemy's dispositions can only be obtained from other men. Respond intelligently, even to unintelligent treatment. The skillful employer of men will employ the wise man, the brave man, the covetous man, and the stupid man. In the midst of darkness, he alone sees the dawn. In the midst of the soundless, he alone hears harmony. The mind is its own place, and in itself can make a heaven of hell, a hell of heaven. He who is highly esteemed is not easily conspired against. The truth is not always beautiful, nor beautiful words the truth. Not all things that fall down break. Some develop wings. Dining with the king, your attire, attitude, and mentality must change. The trouble is, you can shut your eyes, but you can't shut your mind. An education is not so much about making a living as making a person. And there are really never endings, happy or otherwise. Recognizing power in another does not diminish your own. Our ability to adapt is amazing. Our ability to change isn't quite as spectacular. Leaders are limited by their vision rather than by their abilities. In my heart's most secret place, I pity them as angels do. If I have a platform and a voice, I should use it for my people. Wake up with determination. Go to bed with satisfaction. Don't stop when you are tired. Stop when you are done. If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. Look for the good in every person and every situation. You'll almost always find it. First learn to become invincible, then wait for your enemy's moment of vulnerability. Never say anything about yourself you don't want to come true. Faced with what is right, to leave it undone shows a lack of courage. It does not matter how slowly you go, so long as you do not stop. Like the sun and moon, they end but to begin anew. Like the 4 seasons, they pass away to return once more. Learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Men of this world all rejoice in others being like themselves and object to others not being like themselves. Human beings must have action, and they will make it if they cannot find it. The cost of being wrong is less than the cost of doing nothing. Only dead fish go with the flow. It is error alone which needs the support of government. Truth can stand by itself. This is your life, and it's ending 1 minute at a time. It would be so nice if something made sense for a change. It's such a shame to waste time. We always think we have so much of it. Hard work beats talent when talent fails to work hard. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. The tragedy of life is what dies inside a man while he lives. The better organized the state, the duller its humanity.